Hi guys, let's go to Seoul. Tonight we're taking a red-eye flight from Clark to Seoul via Jeju Air for a quick weekend trip. We'll take a quick nap and see you in a bit.
Dear passengers, we have landed at Incheon.
After over an hour in immigration, we're finally heading to the hotel. We'll be taking the limousine bus to Dongdaemun. This is a super comfortable and convenient way of getting to the city and way cheaper than booking a private transfer or a taxi. From here to the city, it takes about an hour and 50 minutes. It's a bit long, but we slept for most of it since we weren't able to sleep much on the plane. Since we can't check in yet since it's pretty early, we're leaving our luggage in the provided lockers. Quick stop at 7-Eleven to get these climate cards. These are different from the T-Money card as you can get unlimited ride day passes for the metro and buses. You can also download the T-Money app and get a digital climate card there. The next step after you get your physical climate card is to go to any metro station to load and activate it. Once you get to the metro station, you'll see machines to load your card. Machine will ask for how many days you want the only ride pass for. The maximum number of days you can get is 30, while the minimum is 1 day. Then you just pay and your card will officially be activated when you first tap into the metro or onto a bus. Take note as well, there are specific machines for the climate card we're loading, so don't line up for the wrong one like we did. This restaurant is mainly known for their bibimbap, but we also got a bowl of cold noodles. And guys, don't judge us, but of course we got some samgyup. Who cares if it's 10 a.m.? We're on vacation. Overall, the food was really good. The meat and cold noodles definitely deserve a stop on your itinerary. Ironically, we went here for the bibimbap, but it was just okay for us. Nothing special. Okay, now that our bellies are full and satisfied, it's shopping time. After Myeongdong Street, we're checking out the stores here in Lotte. Now that it's later in the day, we're back here in Myeongdong to try some food. First, we got a corn dog covered with potatoes. Then saw a kimbap stand offering lots of different flavors, so we had to get some of those too. As a potato fan, I definitely had to try this. We got the bulgogi and vegetable flavor that comes with a drink. Beef plus potatoes plus cheese. Can't go wrong with that. This is where we end our first trip to Myeongdong, but we'll be back another day. Gonna head back to the hotel to check in and rest for a bit.
你有那个，你还不如买个表。我给你算，我给你看多少钱。你就刷。
Room tour time. We got a standard double room and it's pretty big. It has your normal amenities like a couch, TV, ref, and a kettle. It also has a huge window with a view we'll enjoy tomorrow morning. These pajamas were really comfy. We almost took them home.
Come on. It's a good one, right? Exactly.
There's still some sun, so we'll head out and see what we can find around the hotel. Of course, no Korean trip is ever complete without a visit to Gwangjang. After Gwangjang, we walked around a bit and found this famous Korean chicken place called BHC. South Korea is known for their fried chicken, and this is one of the more famous chains. You order via the tablet at the table, which has English. There are no allergen warnings though, so you may need to ask the staff if you're allergic to something. For those like me with nut allergies, you're fine though. This place is safe. Unlike barbecue chicken, they put nuts in their chicken, so stay away. We got the original and brinkle flavor. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but that brinkle is really good. And as an Asian, we can't really have chicken without rice. This is the brinkle flavor. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. But again, this brinkle flavor was really good. We tried asking our server what was in it, but language barrier problems and we couldn't really understand each other. We researched and supposedly it contains barley, cheese powder, and other good stuff. For day 2, we're going to Seongsu, the so-called Brooklyn of Seoul. We plan to spend most of the day in Seongsu exploring the shops and trying the food. This is Cafe Onion and we'll be getting breakfast here. A short walk from the train station is Cafe Onion. We've been seeing this a lot on Instagram and got curious if the pastries were really good or is it all just hype. Now that we're here and we see the pastries, they're definitely aesthetic, but are they good? Let's find out. After a lot of debate, we ended up getting 4 pastries and 2 coffees. We got 2 bulgogi pies, a strawberry tart, and a pastry with a mountain of powdered sugar. There's plenty of seating indoor and outdoor, so crowding shouldn't be too much of an issue. Overall, the food was good, but not knock my socks off good. Would we go back to eat here again? Maybe not, but just because there's so many other cafes in Seoul to try. Now that we've had breakfast, let's explore Seongsu. As we were exploring Seongsu, we found this salt bread that's been trending online, so of course we had to try it. This really wasn't for us. It was too buttery, too oily, too salty, but the texture was airy and soft. Just across from the salt bread was this mochi place that had at least 10 different kinds of mochi. We got the strawberry one, which was really good.
Do you have any favorite type of flavors? I can.
You'd think after some pastries, some salt bread, some mochi that we wouldn't be hungry, and you'd be wrong. We have a lunch reservation here at Gwangjang. This is a Michelin guide restaurant famous for their soy marinated crabs. I'm not a fan of raw crabs, but the missus is, so yeah, of course we're gonna eat here. Service was rapid. After ordering, they already served the banchans, which are included when you order a set menu. Here she is. Just look at that. The crabs were super fatty and super meaty. My favorite part was putting some rice in the shell and really getting all of that fat and juice. I'm now a raw crab convert, and we're definitely coming back to this place. But I will say this may not be for everyone. The texture is a bit squishy, so if you're not into raw food, maybe skip this place, or try something else on the menu. What's Messina anyway? Quick stop at 7-Eleven before heading back to our room. We're gonna get a couple of Korean convenience store staples, like this drink from a pouch which perfectly fits this cup of ice, a banana milk, and some kimbap. We'll also get some chips and Oreo, because Oreo's the best. Not sponsored at all, but it's the best.
하지만 야채가 전혀 안 들어서 후회.
After resting for a bit, we're going to Dongdaemun Plaza, which is literally 50 steps away from our hotel. Dongdaemun Plaza is known for holding various exhibitions, fashion shows, and forums. This building was designed by world-renowned architect Zaha Hadid. And no, she's not related to Gigi Hadid. Oh look, another Olive Young. Oh joy. Tonight we're having dinner here at a samgyeopsal place right next to the BHC from yesterday. Got the usual pork belly and some beef. Honestly, this place wasn't great and was the least favorite meal we had. We've had good samgyeopsal in Seoul before and this really wasn't it. Also, no locals and all foreigners, which should have been the first sign to run. Because we were disappointed with dinner, we passed by BHC again to take home a box of crinkle chicken. Good thing BHC is so close to us.
sauce. Yes.
Today's our last day in Seoul. Our flight isn't until tonight, so we'll just check out first and leave our luggage. On our way to Gwangjang Market, we found this stream. I won't even try to pronounce that. This stream has had an interesting history. Before it became what you see today, it used to flood during monsoon season, then became polluted as Seoul became more populated. Was then covered with a road for 25 years, until 2003 when they worked on restoring the stream to its current glory. Finally made it to one of the entrances for Gwangjang Market. We've been to Seoul 3 times now, and this is the first time we are checking out this market. The Gwangjang Market is one of the oldest in Seoul. It opened in 1905, owned by Korean merchants in response to the Japanese taking control of Namdaemun Market. Its name comes from being originally built between 2 bridges, the Gwanggyo, Wide Bridge, and Jangkyo, Long Bridge. Gwangjang Market has evolved into one of the biggest markets selling fruits, veggies, homewares, furniture, and why we're here today, food. The food being sold here has drawn tourists from all over the world and can be seen on whatever social media platform you use. This is also where you can find the kalguksu featured in Netflix's Street Food Asia, so we're eating here first. As we were lined up, we were lucky enough to see the owner and her knife cutting skills in person. Look at how she's just cutting it without even looking. So we ordered the kalguksu and cold noodles, which came with a side of kimchi. And we also added a plate of dumplings. This is the first time I had kalguksu, so I have nothing to compare it with. But the noodles were chewy and firm at the same time. It was really cooked well. A very simple dish, but really good, packed with flavor. The cold noodles, on the other hand, we prefer the one we had the first day. Don't get us wrong, it was also okay, but we just liked the first one better. Maybe because it came with samgyeop? Who knows? After that heavy meal, we are now on the hunt for something sweet, because what's a meal without dessert, right? It took us a while, but we found this TikTok trending donut place. There was a bit of a line, but it moves quickly. Honestly, we don't know why this is so popular. It's just dough and sugar. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Beside the donut place is this tteokbokki place. We had to try it because we saw a steady flow of locals lining up and ordering. Look at how red that sauce is. This is a huge serving. Verdict? Spiciness hits you when you least expect it. The radish gives it sweetness while the tteokbokki are chewy. Definitely a must try, but have a drink ready. A lot of the stores are still closed since we went early to avoid the crowd. But when they're open, you can sit at these stalls and eat and drink with your friends, with each stall offering something different. Gotta grab some coffee because all of that food was making us sleepy. We stopped here at Eid'l Coffee, and they are known as Korea's champion in coffee bean roasting. We ordered some coffee beans to take home and also a cup of pour-over coffee to share.
Ecuador is medium, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a bag?
The order number will be 104 after you are receiving your bag.
Thank you very much.
Take this too.
Okay. Thank you.
액션 6번 고객님.
That was really good coffee, and we suggest you go if you're in Gwangjang Market. What's a Korean food trip without some hotdog? Since we still have some time before we have to go to the airport, we'll go to Myeongdong again for some last minute shopping.
Transfer to line number 3. 前方到
Did we mention the airport bus stops right in front of the hotel coming from and going to the airport? Just another reason we love this hotel. Just collect all the receipts, scan the barcode, scan your passport, and you'll get a receipt to get the refund once you cross immigration.
And wait 5 minutes for your check-in luggage inspection and
Spending our time before our flight here at the lounge. This lounge has to be one of our favorites, and you'll see why. You get to make your own bibimbap. Choose the toppings you like, and you can get as much as you want. They also have other Korean dishes like fish cake and Korean fried chicken. And that concludes our quick trip to Seoul. We went at the beginning of June, where it was the beginning of summer and it wasn't too hot, but you could feel the heat if you were outside for a couple of hours. Since it's also not our first time, we skipped most of the touristy things and tried new places like Seongsu. But hopefully you still enjoyed this video and found new places to go to too. Stay tuned as we've got a couple more videos coming out for Tokyo, Shanghai, and another trip to Seoul in December.